This van is a 92 Toyota Hilux LN106. Right now it has a 2JZ turbo with management and some upgrades. It had a 1KZ diesel and it had a lot of power, but it was missing how to say, a zing. So I went and sold that engine and put in the 2Js. The first engine I put in, it had in this van when I finished build was a 3C turbo, and that engine was lazy. It didn't work at all. So I ended up changing it to a 1KZ diesel. The engine that I got had a passenger side drop transfer case. So I had to send the diff, which I had a crazy idea to send the diff and move the whole guts from the driver's side to the passenger side. That didn't last too long, so when I was back, didn't have much hiccups when it came to the 2GZ swap, but because a lot of research was done prior to putting in the engine and making sure that everything could be done to the van before jumping on the boat and doing everything. So it was basically smooth sailing from there, getting parts and everything, sourcing parts was really easy. The suspension is a 5-inch trail gear HD suspension. Brian from BA Designs actually did the work on the suspension. He did an amazing job. The bodywork was done by Harry's Auto Vintage. He did basically everything from fender flares to bodywork to installing everything. The wheels, I have two set of wheels. This one right now is you could say the daily, 40 inch by 15 wide, 22 inch rims, and for mods I have 44s by 16 inch wide tractors. My parents and their parents actually were into the logging business, and they always needed a vehicle to get into the areas where the tractor used to be. So 35 years ago, I believe, or more, my dad and his brother, they had two off-road ready vehicles. I mean, before off-roading was anything in Trinidad, these guys already had fully built rigs, a fully built Jimny and a fully built Hilux, running 35-inch tires, the works. I mean, they had it all. It was really amazing to see what these vehicles could have done or where they could have reached with what they had. Had a calling to me, so that is the reason I kind of went towards the off-roading in my life. This build started back in the early 2017. Started off with as a basic stock Hilux, but it had a lot of work to do on it. Did a cabin swap, really full suspension and everything. In the early days, my dad actually bought a brand new D22 Frontier from Massey, brand new to the showroom, and you know, I was going to school still, and I was relatively full with that. After that, he told me I'll get my own van, so I bought a Jimny and played the fool with that. And after the Jimny, that was a whole different story, and ended up with this Hilux here. The last vehicle before this was Jimny, coil spring model Jimny, and it never used to drive good. From the day I buy that Jimny, it was to wobble and give real trouble. Did some upgrades, SR20 and the Jimny, then that didn't work out, to break a million parts, diffs, transfer cases, and I decided I needed more, so I ended up doing swaps. I did a complete build on Toyota drivetrain straight onto the Jimny. That thing was a weapon of peace, could it say. It was really a nice vehicle, but it was missing that comfort feel, you know, where you can just take up your family and go somewhere. It was missing that, and that Jimny just didn't do it for me. So I was looking for something more in that area where comfort was one of the higher things in the to get list. So I ended up selling the Jimny and bought this Hilux. My advice to anyone who's looking to get into the off-roading community is do it. The off-roading community is actually a really nice group of people. Whether you align yourself with a club or do it with friends, it's a really nice spot. Everyone who's been here with me with this build, thanks a lot. Side B, my group, ABS Off-Road, 715 Performance. Everybody who has been a part of this build, I really appreciate it.